From the studios of Cromwell Middle School to Connecticut, America, planet Earth, and the Milky Way, this is CMS Student News.
Good morning, CMS. I'm Julia. Our top story. Every December around the world, schools are celebrating Computer Science Week. The highlight of this week is known as the Hour of Code. The Hour of Code is considered the largest learning event in human history. The purpose of the Hour of Code is so that anyone can learn computer science and learn how to write code. We spoke to STEM coding teacher Mr. Kiss about what Hour of Code means to him.
Mr. Kiss, tell us about the Hour of Code and why it's important to you.
Well, I found out about the Hour of Code about 6 or 7 years ago, and the purpose of it was to get kids to understand that computer programming is not as difficult as some people think. It also teaches that there are so many job opportunities in computer science, and the reason is that most schools don't teach the particular skills. So the Hour of Code tries to get every student in the world to try at least 1 hour of computer science. We started doing that in Cromwell about 6 or 7 years ago, and we realized it's something that the students should have an opportunity to do. So the class that we're currently teaching, this one here, if you can show these guys, we realized it's something that should be more than just an hour. And so the Hour of Code means a lot to me because the whole idea of this class was born out of it. So I think everyone should at least try an hour of code. You can do that at code.org or many other websites, especially during Computer Science Week. So check it out.
Thank you.
The 7th graders went to Bog for the annual Indian buffet trip. Many students tried all types of Indian cuisine. They all enjoyed it, and we can thank Ms. Pavlik and Mr. St. Ange for the footage of the event.
What made you go on this awesome field trip, Katie?
Well, I'm not afraid to try new foods, and I wanted to try Indian food because I've really never tried it, so I wanted to try it.
Sounds good. What do you think?
I came because of that. I think like trying new foods is like really fun, and my mom said a lot of Indian food is really good.
I would agree with you. What do you think, Sky?
So my entire family is like the set of the pickiest eaters ever. So I'm like, you know what? This is a great chance to try new food. And if I like this, then great, more food.
Sounds good, guys.
On Get to Know a Teacher, we interviewed Mrs. Humphrey. She's a 7th grade science teacher, but she's so much more.
Hello, CMS. I'm Jamie.
I'm Devin.
And we're here with the segment Get to Know a Teacher, and this week we're interviewing 7th grade science teacher, Mrs. Humphrey.
Mrs. Humphrey, what made you decide to become a science teacher?
Well, anyone who's been in my classroom knows I love trees because I have branches hanging from my room. And there aren't a lot of careers that you can have just to be outside hiking with the trees. So I decided to teach science so I could help other students kind of appreciate all of the aspects of the earth that I appreciate.
What is the craziest thing you've ever done?
When I graduated college, I moved to northern Maine, and I lived in a cabin with no electricity for 5 months, and I got paid $50 a week, which was barely enough to buy food, to hike a mountain and talk to people about the importance of staying on the trails and being respectful to the plants and animals.
That's pretty crazy. How's your fam doing?
My family is great. Genevieve is almost 6 months. She'll be 6 months at the end of the week. And Avery is 3 and in preschool.
Favorite school lunch?
My favorite school lunch is egg salad sandwich on Fridays, and I always buy a cookie to go with it.
Students in Ms. Pavlik's class had a chance after school last Friday to make sandwiches for a soup kitchen. The students made over 400 sandwiches. Last Saturday, some students volunteered to work at the local soup kitchen. We were able to get some of the footage from the kitchen. Check it out.
Go. Hello, this is Layla and Ashing on the CMS Student News at the sandwich making from the soup kitchen for the soup kitchen. And it's very loud in here. And this is produced by...
It's produced by Ms. Pavlik because we're going to give all the sandwiches to the soup kitchen when we're done with it.
I'd like to thank you for the delicious food we are about to eat and for bringing a wonderful community of people together. Amen. Have a blessed day.
As everyone knows, our school will be performing the amazing show Aladdin for all of us this spring. As we will be interviewing a cast member every week just to get to know more about the show Aladdin. We have the privilege to speak to a few people involved in this performance. This week we will be interviewing the Aladdins. Now let's get to know the Aladdins. How did you feel when you got the role?
I was very surprised. I didn't really think that I was going to get the role, seeing that it was my first year. I thought that I was going to get something that was more towards like the background. I would have thought that an 8th grader or anyone who has been there a longer time and who knows how to become a better actor would get the role.
Well, when I got it, I was very surprised because I didn't think I would get it because there were a lot of people that were really good there, a lot of competition as well, and I just thought that if I didn't perform as good as I wanted to, I wouldn't get it, and I didn't think that I had enough time to prepare.
How'd your callbacks go? Were you guys intimidated by everyone else, or?
I was very intimidated. I was also very surprised I actually got a call back because not everyone did get a call back. And when I found out, I was really surprised. I was like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing or a mix of both. And it turned out to be a good thing.
I was a little bit intimidated by some of the other actors because of how there were a lot of people that had a lot of talent there, and I just didn't think that I had enough talent to be good enough to be Aladdin with everybody else.
I'd like to thank Antonio and Kyle for what they've done for us, and I will be looking forward to the show.
I'm CMS. Stay on the show. Have a pleasant Friday.